this is a mini 2x1 with 2 different pixel gaps hidden inside of it, and it's going to be super nice and super easy. We'll show you how to do it real quickly here after our tiny mini base store here. Very standard 2x1 stuff here. You can put some barrels over there, battery over there, whatever you want to do. We have our jump up to our 3rd story. Coming over here, we have our drop down to the core. And again, very standard looking 2x1 here. Everybody's got one of these, everybody's done one of these, and when you do just use a siren light, not flush against the wall, kind of sticking out a little bit, or a smart alarm, you can just hop on here and access your TC through the horizontal pixel gap, and we're at 1600 metal frags and 1000 stone per day. Very tiny, very nice, very cozy solo little 2x1. Keep in mind this does only work with sheet metal for the horizontal gap, and once you pick this up, again, siren light or smart alarm, you're going to find our hidden pixel gap in that tiny little sliver of a gap that you see right there. And once you do line yourself up with it, you are going to be able to access that. Just like that. And we are going to be able to store stuff in our hidden loot storage right there. And the pixel gap is so tiny that it's really hard to see at all. And again, it's going to be super nice and super easy. We'll show you how to do it. I have shown you how to do this before, but it's slightly different right now because of the June patch or whatever, so you do just have to do something slightly different. But again, super nice and super easy. Standard 2x1 stuff here. You could expand this however you want with your favorite 2x1 shell, build out, or anything like that. And it's going to be very, very easy. Okay, it's super easy to build. I have shown you this before, but we're just going to do pretty much the same thing, just a little bit trickier on the mouse movement. You're just going to do a twig 2x1 with 2 low walls to separate you. And you use a regular rug, not a bare rug right here, for our horizontal stack. Horizontal pixel gap, and we're going to push it all the way off the foundation under one low wall, ensuring that the rug does not slip under our other low wall right here, so we're still standing on the rug. And you're going to come on the rug right here, rug side first, doesn't matter, but I feel it's a lot easier doing rug side first. You're going to crouch and come in the corner and line your square foundation up, so when you move left or right, it's not going to snap onto yours. And we're just going to raise it a bit higher out of the leaves here. You don't have to raise it too high, but if you're too low, it'll shoot to the left or the right, or if you just don't line it up right, it'll shoot. Okay, of course you can't do it while I'm recording. If the foundation shoots to the left, right, or backwards, it's wrong. It needs to shoot forward just like that. So we're going to come in the corner here, crouch, hold Alt before we click, and we're just going to click, uncrouch, jump over here off the rug, and then butt ourselves up against the low wall and crouch. And now we're blue, and this should be the perfect exact size, but if you move your mouse just left and right a single pixel, you'll see that we have the shadow shifting square right here, and you just want to make sure it's shifting away just like that just first, because if we move it like this, we can move it a bit farther and make a larger pixel gap. You see that on the left side there, we're moving it a couple millimeters there. You just want to make sure it's as soon as it's moving away, just like that. Click as soon as it shifts away. And now you have a horizontal pixel gap guaranteed from standing on the rug. So you do just want to check and make sure that your floor pixel gap here is working. And I like to do that by building a square off of each wall like this. And you can upgrade it to wood to check. It should be very, very tiny. It looks like it's a lot bigger because I was explaining it right there, but it should be super, super tiny. And of course this one works because it's quite large. That's pretty much all you would need to do. And remember, this first foundation is the high foundation that you put you're standing on the rug. So we're gonna go ahead and go up like this and go one right here, and then we can float a high floor over and then put a half wall like this, and then put one right here. And then when you break that, you have your horizontal pixel gap right there, and you can rotate that. And you can go like this and put your TC in here. Keep in mind, again, this does only work with sheet metal. And of course, the server's being weird, and we're just going to go ahead and seal that up just like that. And then now you have normal high foundations over here. And then this side doesn't matter. Of course, that fantastic lag on the server, fantastic performance. And we're just going to go ahead and seal this up right here. Great line of sight, great lag, absolutely stellar server performance right when I hit record. And then we're just going to go ahead and put the foundation right here. We could put it through the wall, but we can't put it when we're looking down. Brilliant. And just go ahead and add our boxes first because we do need them down there. And this way you have ones that you could lock, and of course you can put a small box in the center if you line them up right. And we'll put our floor off of here. And now we have a really tiny pixel gap in here. And mine is slightly large because I was explaining it. And we'll do it one more time for a regular really tiny pixel gap rather than this one. And we'll just do normal 2x1 expansion stuff here. And again, you can put your bamboo shelves there or whatever you want. And you have your TC right here. And of course it does mean they could raid the TC on this side when they're coming down, but they need to go through the full wall here to get in the core anyway. Fantastic server performance. Stellar. I would be pissed if I paid for VIP in servers like this. Anyways, we'll just go ahead and surround everything like this. We'll have our window jump up right there. And then you could do whatever you want over here. Of course, this does not all have to be sheet metal. And then we can put a bamboo shelf, whatchamacallit, electric furnace area right there. Anything we want to do. Battery area, locker area right there. Single door airlock for nice easy stuff. Nice easy jump up right here with another single door just because resources as a solo. And then you can go ahead and do your standard 2x1 jump up right here. Stellar performance. And then of course you will just need a wood jump up right there and a furnace or anything to get up here. And then you have your normal 2x1 here. It looks very normal, but you have weird pixel gaps here hiding all your loot. And again, it's super nice and super easy. We'll do it one more time just at the end just to show you can get it invisible. All right, again, it's super easy. It works best for the really tiny pixel gap when you do it all in one fluid motion. We're just gonna do the same twig 2x1 over here, stick that rug out as far as you can. Make sure it's not slipping under us right there. We're gonna come in the corner, hold Alt, crouch, crouch, hold Alt, line yourself up, click, jump over here, crouch, butt up in here and click. And I didn't let go of Alt right here at all, so this should be actually perfect because it just switches foundations normally. And as you can see, there is a very tiny pixel gap here. So again, when you do it all in one go, it's very likely to have the perfect invisible style pixel gap. And we can just go ahead and upgrade everything here, not the shipping container that sometimes turns into regular. And then I forgot which one was the high foundation with the rug. That one's it right there. So we'll just go ahead and do all of our foundations like this on the sides. Float the wall over right here, float that half wall. Put the low one there, break them. Put our TC right in here. We didn't put our boxes in there, that's horrible. But you should be able to, with like the worst line of sight for the placement. There we go, we got one in there. And then you can just do the second one after. This will also help you find the pixel gap. And now we have two in there that we can go ahead and put locks on through the same thing. Boom, and access them. You don't need to do it first. Now we have both of those right there. And again, you can't look down and place the foundation, but you could do it through the walls. Welcome to Rust if you haven't played before. Fantastic. Again, go ahead and do half wall honeycomb on these. Normal honeycomb right here. Do a jump up on this side or whatever side you want. It's a 2x1. Can make these HQM. Go ahead and put a jump up right here. Again, same exact stuff. I'm just going to breeze through it. Not supposed to be a window, and then we can of course do our wood jump up right here. And put our things right here to jump up in. And of course I don't have a furnace for an actual jump up, even though I could just no clip Always like a nice jump up on the 2x1 like this. And of course, you have both the floor pixel gap right here. It's incredibly tiny and nearly invisible, so you can still access your boxes on. If you have open and you're spamming E and it's not working, it's usually the player location, so you got to just move a little bit and find it again. Just means like the player location is not lining up to where you're pressing. So move it slightly, and then you got it right there. And again, siren light, not flush up against the wall, or smart alarm, not flush up against the wall, and you just jump, crouch, access your TC, again, super nice and super easy 2x1.